team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Cyclones will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here for the offense. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
To the air, it's Green. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And on this opening drive, the offense trying to be aggressive, attacking deep down the field. But they're going to have to do a better job of taking advantage of those one-on-one matchups because that time the defense won. We're able to high point the football, creating the interception.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looking for room, it's Hansen. The Cyclones get the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
To the air on 1st down. Lets it fly. He's got it. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Makes the grab. It's Higgins. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
To the 15. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Off play action on first down. Unleashes one. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Coming after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the miss, no change in the score. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that. On it, tips it up in the air. That's oh no. That is an oh no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. Iowa State sending the offense back out. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Beck. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
We've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. The quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
He's going to take off. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Looking for space. It's Hansen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
He wants to throw here on second down. Feeling some heat. A strike downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Cyclones have it with a first and goal. Looking to throw, it's Beck. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you've got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
He's going to pass on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Absolute shank. Missed it. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
Well, that's now the second missed field goal for this kicker, and I'll tell you this, he can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
One more snap coming before halftime. Defense dropping into soft coverage. They'll throw it on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, look out. There he goes. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. There's certainly room for improvement after that scoreless first half stalemate.
Yeah, we've set offense back 30 years in that first half, but we've got a whole new half to play here. So why not come out on this first drive, make a statement, and finally get us back into the age of contemporary college football?
You sound very discouraged as I sound encouraged. That's great defense. Phenomenal defense in the first half. Who doesn't love a 0-0 halftime game?
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Fires to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Dances away. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Knocked off his feet.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Trying play action. Looking to buy time. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And the Cyclones are marching down the field. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Hit the afterburners, kid. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. These plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Using his legs to buy some time. He's got the tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there, and the quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. And into the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Iowa State! And they've moved out front from the 4th.
We finally get some points on the board. The defense has been dominating the day. Unbelievable job. 3 quarters of shutout football. Now finally some points on the board. Let's see where this goes now once you've created some momentum.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. On the move, it's Jackson. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. After the run, now to throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covered. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. And because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
Well, they're trailing in this game late, and the defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch them off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on 4th down.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's got it inside the 35. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Green. He's got his man. Got a lot of run. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Trying to take it back. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise, you can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. After missing twice, he can go from GOAT to hero with this kick. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Celebration erupts on the sideline as they take the lead in the final second. That late clutch field goal put them on top. They can almost taste victory if they can keep them from scoring to tie or win the game. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Comes out throwing on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Haas. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call. And the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career in Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.